still, it's kind of like, you know, if you're going to go as a comedian, you're going to go in laughter.
Sorry, anyway.
Speaking of ways to go, I definitely wouldn't want to die under the influence of alcohol. So
I don't think anyone would want to, no.
No, but like...
Unless you're an alcoholic, you're trying to kill yourself.
Why is that, though? Because, like...
Well, I think it has to do with control and taking responsibility for actions and stuff. Because I, in researching for this podcast especially, but more generally as well, I've been thinking a lot about decisions I've been making recently and the way I approach decisions and the way I hold certain beliefs and things. Just trying to be more, you know, trying to tap into what my sense of existentialism really is. And I think the drinking was a part of that. I think I'm examining that a lot more. But coming to the idea that drinking is about exercising control was a bit of a revelation for me. So I think when I die, I want to be corpus mentis. I want to sort of face my death with a little bit of clarity.
That's interesting because, like, if I were going to go out anyway, it would probably just be like really high.
If I was in pain,
honestly, like because of the pain aspect, really.
Well, so long as I got my affairs in order, crystal clear clarity before that, then I'd fucking get high as a kite and die.
Right your will.
Why though? Why do you need the clarity? What's the clarity for?
I think we all need clarity when approaching important stages of our life.
What, to articulate it to others, or just because?
Because death is an incredibly important part of life, and I think life in general needs clarity. I think, you know, taking responsibility for your decisions. And
I would argue the life part is the only part that matters, and like the clarity should happen at any stage during life. Doesn't have to necessarily happen just before you die.
But all life is being towards death, isn't it? It's veering towards death, and life is a relationship with death. It's the impending thing that we all have to confront. Mortality informs everything we do in life. Death being such an important part, it's because it's about legacy as well, and it's about who you are up to the point you die is who you are. You know,
I would simply say that when it comes to actually the act of dying or the part before death, I mean, that clarity should be happening throughout your life. You shouldn't just be like, oh, hang on, I'm going to die soon, so now I'm actually going to finally consolidate what I think about my state of being. You know, it's like, well, maybe that should be an ongoing process that occurs during life and during the celebration.
And it absolutely is. But just the idea of the final moments as well, and like the final taking stock of everything. It's like, well, this is the point now where I need clarity. Generally, I like to think I'm attempting to have clarity. Drinking is a temporary removal from clarity, but it's a willful removal. But it's very much temporary. It's like this is a side quest now to my fucking life. This is like going to collect nuts for the guy who owns the shop in the RPG. You know what I mean? This is like the little bit on the side. This isn't the main quest. This is just a little thing that's happening this evening.
An ephemeral detachment from the mortal coil.
How aware are people, even if you die of natural causes or whatever, like, are you really aware in your final moments? It's probably like going to sleep, like you don't know, you don't remember going to sleep kind of thing.
Yeah, if you just die in your sleep, I mean, it's like, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like that's the thing I always say about dying.
You just be like, oh fuck, I was gonna like do the laundry tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah.
And
that's why I'd rather not probably know, because I think I'd be a bit like stressed or maybe miserable or maybe frantic about it, be like, I will need to get this done or this done. Whereas I think if I didn't know, it's like, from your perspective, you never die, because to say that you experience death would be to anthropomorphize death. Once you die, you don't experience anything.
Unless you come back from...
Unless you come back, but that's kind of missing the point, isn't it? The whole sort of point is that,
it's not really death, and that's like...
If you don't know, it never sort of happens in a way, but in the sense that you never experience it, because experience is part of life. So it's like this weird sort of paradox in the sense that, you wouldn't have any remorse about it, you wouldn't be sad about it, you wouldn't be regretful, because all of those things that you can only experience while you're alive. So,
Elliot, how do you want to die? Is it doing this podcast?